Arsenal Fan TV here. We're sitting here on a Lanes coach. Now, Lanes coaches are one of the coaches that drive a lot of Arsenal fans to away games. As you know, as any gooner knows, Arsenal have got an incredible away support. And a lot of the fans that you see feature regularly on our channel, like Claude, like Bully, they travel on this coach, on the Lanes coach. And we're here with the driver, the legendary driver, should I call him, Graham. How you doing, Graham?
All right, Robbie.
Now, Graham, we just wanted to find out from you about, about the away day experience. I mean, how long have you been doing this?
I've been driving the Arsenal supporters now about 12, 13 years.
Right, and you've always been an Arsenal fan yourself?
Since I was born.
That helps.
About 42 years ago, yeah.
Now, listen, you drive to all the away games. You take the fans up and down the country. I mean, how did you get involved in this? How did you start driving for all the Arsenal? I mean, this is for the Arsenal Supporters Club.
I was a member of the Milton Keynes Arsenal Supporters Club originally. Started driving the Milton Keynes Supporters Club. And then when the previous coach company for London Supporters Club messed around a little bit, they asked me if I would come down and start doing it for them as well.
And you drive all over. I mean, I was on your coach when you went to Borussia Dortmund. So you drive abroad, you drive all over the UK. I mean, we're here at Stoke today. I mean, what sort of time would you have had to have set off to get up here today?
I left Hemel this morning at 7:30 to be in London for 8:30. So it's not bad a start.
And if you're going to somewhere like Newcastle, is that the furthest trip, would you say, Newcastle?
Newcastle is the furthest distance.
Right, so if you go to Newcastle, what sort of time would you set off in the morning to get to Newcastle?
Well, this year it was 1 o'clock in the morning from Hemel Hempstead for the silly o'clock kick-off at Newcastle, which I think you were at.
That was a 1:30 one, I remember it, yeah.
Yes, very well.
Now, how's it changed over the years? Because you know what, one of the things I'm always commenting to people is that football has really changed, especially away games. I mean, it used to be really hostile to go to a lot of away grounds, and it's not as hostile, but how has it changed over the years as a coach driver?
It's become more relaxed with us, the police and everyone else. I mean, prime example today, the police have got on check no alcohol at all, where in the past they would have just found bottles and bottles of alcohol on the coaches. So they've got a more relaxed style about it, and the way people travel, or the way travelling fans I should say, are more family orientated.
And you know, that's one thing. Back in the day, everybody would jump on the coach, we would have crates of beer and stuff like that. You can't do that no more.
Unfortunately not. No.
Not even a sneaky one.
No, like I say, the police do check the coaches, and they've checked it, and it is the driver that gets done, so we have to enforce it.
So a lot more rules and regulations fall down on you as the driver?
Yes. Oh yes.
Like what? What other things?
Basically where we meet the police, the leaving after the game, we've got to go straight away. The police escort the coaches in and out, so we're really at the discretion of the police.
And have you had any, bricks through the coach and things like that?
I've had bricks at the coach, but fortunately enough, they did missed. One was at Liverpool and one was at home against Stoke.
Recently, or these quite a while back?
The last one at Liverpool was probably about 4 years ago. The one against Stoke was the famous one where the replay took place because we didn't kick the ball out of play after we went and scored after they kicked the ball out for an injury.
And it's really well supported on here. I mean, your coach is always full up, and there's always loads of coaches as well that go. I mean, there's like a real convoy of Arsenal fans that go to every away game. I mean, how did Arsenal get this incredible away support?
Good question. I mean, the supporters are very, very dedicated. I mean, the likes of Pat and Dave, who run the London Supporters Club, really, really do work hard behind the scenes to make sure every trip is full. And like I say, without people like that and people running the supporters clubs generally, and also someone like Jules Smith at Arsenal, she helps the supporters club out and helps us run the trips properly.
And one last question, how do you cope with having someone like Claude on here? arguing at the back.
Well, certain games we have to put Claude in one corner, Bully in another corner, and Ty somewhere else. And it has been known for Pat and Peggy to stand as the referee in the middle.
You know, listen, you're doing a great job, and tell everybody again about Lanes and how, if they wanted to be part of the club, how they could get involved and get to come to some of these away trips.
Basically, they can either do it through the London Supporters Club, which is through Pat Howe, basically outside the social club at the old Ivory, if they remember that, and through Milton Keynes Arsenal Supporters Club. It's on the website through either myself or John Smith.
I had one last question. How do you cope with not having a drink at all?
Sometimes very difficult.